all that.
Yeah.
Daniel come over here and slap shit out of you.
Why the fuck do you want Daniel to hit me so bad?
Daniel gonna slap the dog shit out of you. I'm talking about.
Daniel, are we cool?
I'm talking about open palm. My man gonna reach way back to Southern Florida and connect somewhere in Maryland.
With the baby powder.
Hell yeah,
or the tamale masa.
There you go with that brick and
I'm getting ready
masa.
for the show. Let's cut out the bullshit and get serious.
Slap
Don't
powder.
come in here with that bullshit.
Podcast.
Coming in.
We rolling, nigga. I'm sorry.
This is the fat. This is the fat I'm talking about.
The fat that gets trimmed.
Yeah, this is the fat.
Unconditional love.
And we're back for another episode of Don't Come Here With That Bullshit podcast.
Yeah.
I am one of your hosts of the show, K-Loke, Clockavelli, Soda Poppy, Sweet Clock Jones.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick before he finishes bullshit. I like how you the past few episodes of motherfucker, I am your host.
Yeah.
K-Loke, Clockavelli, all the other bullshit names. And
Exactly. That's why I be
that's
scared to do
growth.
anything, man.
That is,
Bro, I'm growing.
that's growth.
But
I
can
am
you shut
one
the
of your
fuck up and let
hosts.
me do my introduction?
Do the introduction,
I can't
sir.
grow if you won't shut the fuck
Do
up.
the introductions.
It is your host of the
just erased
motherfucking
it.
show, K-Loke, Clockavelli,
Yeah.
Sweet Clock Jones. And I'm joined with Ow.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. The nurse, a.k.a. Black Morris, a.k.a. Shoepock, a.k.a. Black Urkel.
Huh? Okay.
Black Irvin?
I'm digging it. Well, Urkel was already black. Pass it.
Oh, damn. He was.
He was just.
I just threw black on
Pass it.
everything.
Pass
Juneteenth.
it, motherfucker. Passed it.
I like them
I'm going to
kicks,
pass
bro.
it to Look, I love them too. So
I
they,
like
they
it.
look,
Yeah,
all right,
I'm
look.
flying the motherfucker.
Yeah, look, I had to step it up over. I had to have a Rafa on the show. Look, I would have to go
God.
back and say, I got to treat myself and look cuter a little bit.
Look
So,
cute.
Your
Yeah.
jeans got holes in them.
Look, ching. So,
Andre Maurice
yeah.
King trolling this bitch.
yeah,
Was that what you wanted?
No.
I'm gonna fuck.
short and
Can
sweet,
you-
man.
What happened to Mike
Impactful.
Tyson in the black trunks? Bring that nigga back.
Yeah.
Give him time.
Okay.
See, he thinks it's Jake Paul, Mike
And
Tyson,
on the
huh?
show, we have.
Oh,
Listen. So
I'm
y'all,
gonna let him bring them in.
y'all know we've been doing guests and shit.
We doing guests.
I ain't never been a fan of doing guests and shit, but
He ain't a fan. He a freaky ass nigga.
yeah.
I am. But
Okay, I get it back on the show.
I got a chance
fucking
to
up.
choose a guest, man. And the first time that I chose
what the fuck
my
I'm
man
doing.
Martin, one of the most incredible human beings that I've met since I've been here. And love
Yes,
So
sir.
Martin, go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Man, you're making me blush again.
Yeah.
My name is Martin Carraso. Everybody called me Shy,
The tax man.
the tax man,
Yes, sir.
Black Wild.
Black Gandalf.
What's with you in the fucking
Riff Ross.
Oh, my bad. Another black.
Rick Ross?
Riff Ross.
Riff Ross.
It's a play on guitar riffs. So
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
You quit saying Rainy
Mr.
fucking
Steal Your
name.
Twinkie.
Mr. Steal Your Twinkie.
Yes.
There you Twinkie.
If you got a box of Twinkies,
Them hoes is delicious.
Trademark that shit because he gonna...
keep them out my way.
I
Yeah.
don't
I
like
will,
Twinkies.
man,
I
I
don't
will
like
steal your Twinkie.
Yeah.
Real shit.
You say it's Mr. Steal Your Twinkie?
Mr. Steal Your Twinkie.
Okay, well, I won't say that ever because I don't like Twinkies.
Man.
But it is a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
man.
a pleasure being
You
here.
see how we do on the show?
I see,
we
I see.
vibe, we have fun, talk a lot of shit. And since Andre brought you here, I'm gonna let Andre pop it off. I'm growing this season.
You are growing, man.
growing.
I-
Pass the
business.
baton.
All right, so first and foremost, before we get into our bullshit that we do, I told you off episode, I want to give you your flowers, man. One, I'm not a fan of many people when it comes to hip hop here, and locally, regionally, and these guys will tell you I don't like people. Period.
He don't like nobody.
Like so,
Bougie.
Not even us.
Yeah.
I like him.
There we
I'm on
go.
the fence with your little black ass. We working on you.
There we go.
Yeah, but you were one of the first people musically that I was instantly drawn to, man. You don't come across too many lyricists out here. You don't come across too many people that are self-motivated when it comes to doing their shit.
Yeah.
So that drew me to you initially. Then as we converse, I'm learning your interests, and it's super similar, man, with the activism and shit
Right.
like that. You know, I'm out at these rallies and whatnot, and I look over, my man is over there, and it's like, oh shit. And then take it a step further, just the conversations that we've had over the past few years. you're not just a good musician. You're not just a good counselor. You're a good man, and you're a genuine person. And we don't encounter too many of that, especially in this day and age, dude.
Yeah.
So definitely want to give you your flowers for that, not just for your art and your craft, but for who you are as a man. Like I definitely, my respect for you is limitless.
Bro, I appreciate that.
I know,
really,
man.
really do.
Like I
Really
heard.
appreciate it.
Okay.
You know, I'm just being me, you know.
All right, y'all, and that was our show for tonight.
That's it.
That was
We usually give our flowers at the end.
nah, man. I
But
wanted to
you-
load that shit up from the jump,
Okay,
man.
I got you.
I wanted him
I
to
know
know
Andre
why
to say
he
this.
here. Like you're here because of the man that you are.
Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, man, and like I said, I'm just being me. I'm out there and do the activism stuff because it's something that it's important to me. And as far as the music goes, we can definitely get into that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's get into that.
let's go.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Tell me about the music beginnings.
How far you want to go?
I want to go back to whenever. Let's go to the beginning, the first rhyme.
Oh,
you
my
ever
first
wrote,
rhyme.
that you ever wrote.
And I remember it word for word.
Let's hear it.
No, you're not gonna hear it. Man, so as far as the hip hop goes, I used to fool around with rhymes and stuff like that in junior high school. I wasn't necessarily interested in becoming a rapper or whatever.
Yeah.
I would just doodle some shit, you know. It was cool, you know. I was a big fan of LL Cool J, and
Yeah.
well, I played in heavy metal bands in high school, and this young cat came up to me one day and he was like, "Say, man, you heard that Dr. Dre, that Chronic album?"
Yeah.
He put it on, and I'm telling you, man, we put it on about 2 or 3 in the afternoon and listened to that thing back to back to about 3 or 4 in the morning. By the end of the night, I knew every single word, every lyric, everything, and I was like, man, fuck this heavy metal shit.
Yeah.
I want to rap, right? And I'm, you know, 16, 17 years old. And man, the way I understood music at the time, I understood rock and heavy metal and blues and such. So we know they've got a drummer, a guitarist or two, and a bass player and a vocalist. I didn't understand how the music for hip hop was created. Only time I ever saw this stuff on TV or whatever, you'd see the rap. Run DMC was one of the biggest influences, right? So you'd see Run DMC on stage, DJ in the back, right?
Right.
And I kind of started understanding the concept of breaks. And I feel like I'm going off on a tangent, but I didn't know how music was created the same way I understood how rock music was created. So I immediately went to Radio Shack and was trying to buy 2 record players. I didn't know they were called turntables.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy 2 record players. And the dude was like, man, what are you trying to do? I was like, man, I'm finna do this rap shit. He's like, you're gonna break those things in a week. I know what you're trying to do, and these aren't the ones that you want.
Yeah.
I'm like, so where the hell do I get them? Long story short, I ended up getting me a set of real turntables. And prior to that, I got with this one cat who was DJ at One World back in the day. It's a club that's been gone for many, many years, but he was a DJ there. I'm in there dancing one day and I hear some scratching. I'm like, oh, he knows exactly what it is that I want to do. He's got the information. So he was stationed out at Reese. We went out there. He put on a Big Daddy Kane instrumental. We sat there and wrote some little bullshit rhyme. Boom. That's kind of how it all started for me. 1992, 93, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't Juice come out that year with the DJs?
I think so. I think
Yeah,
Juice
that was
came
around
out
that time.
90, probably 93 or 94.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it actually was like a year or two later. So
Yeah, that was in the scratching era, the Jazzy Jeff.
Jazzy Jeff.
Jeff, yeah.
Yeah.
Good
they still
stuff.
kind of really do it though, just electronically now.
No,
So
man,
what
there's
they-
still some real DJs out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Matrix, a real DJ.
Yeah.
That's the first one that comes to mind. Anytime you ask DJs about DJs out here,
Yeah.
that's the first person they bring up is Matrix.
So I remember the first time I met Matrix. I was in the 9th grade and he DJ'd one of our school dances, or like a little community dance. And he had, you know who Kwame is?
Yeah.
He had the Kwame high top with the gold. That dude blew my mind, but I didn't see him again until about 5 or 6 years later. But the dude was cold even back in 1989.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shout out to Matrix, man.
Yeah, for real, man, for real.
Matrix he's still doing shit, ain't he?
Still doing it.
Yeah. Why do they call you the tax man? Because that's what I want to know. 'Cause like I said, they was kind of messing with me about your name. I was like, tax man. I was like, that can mean so many things, sir. But
It can mean a whole lot of things. No, I do not do taxes. I do not work for the IRS.
yeah. Look.
You got nervous.
No, look, I wasn't nervous. I was really coming to like voice my opinion. Like, I ain't got my taxes. Like, what's
So I
taking
can
so
talk
long?
about this because the statute of limitations has run out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Prior to
I'm like, all right, it's a damn Vlad interview now.
Statute of limitations.
prior to my transition of becoming a grown man and a counselor, I'm from the streets. You know, I got caught up in a whole bunch of stuff. One of those things being the sale of illegal narcotics.
Yeah.
There was one point in time when me and an associate, I won't name him, me and an associate, actually my associate, had an abundance of product when there was not much product to be had in the community. And so
New Jack City.
if they were hitting me up, I was taxing.
Yeah.
I was taxing. But the way that actually kind of came about was, you remember, you guys know Birdman?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baby.
yeah.
So he had that real cool name, right? The Birdman. And I was like, man, I want something real cool like that too.
Yeah.
I just didn't know, you know, if I was going to give myself that name or if someone else was going to give me the name. And one day somebody's like, man, you be taxing. You the tax man. I was like, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's it.
The legend is
Yeah.
told
That
on the
shit's
show
dope.
tonight. The legend.
That's where it comes from.
Okay.
Andre, why you couldn't have a cool name?
Listen, so I had several names.
Yeah.
And none of them were cool.
So hold on.
Damn, growth.
Now fuck you. So at one point in time, I was
Interview.
Shice the Armor. I was
Wait, who?
Shice the Armor. It's fucking stupid.
Wait, you gotta, don't just skip over that.
Shice the armor.
What's
there's-
the story behind that stupid ass name? Like,
I was 14.
Shice the Armor?
So there was a rapper named Shay Shice, right? And I swore up and down that motherfucker stole my name. I had a diss track that I wrote and recorded for that motherfucker, and I just didn't know where to send it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna fuck Shay Shice. Yeah, Shice the Armor. There was no logic. I was
That's like
14.
Zelda type shit.
There was
He created
James Flames.
Okay.
That's a spinoff of the Johnny Blaze shit.
James Flames.
And then the one that stuck for the longest was Low Key.
Okay, now that's a reasonable name.
Yeah. So then
Shice the Armor?
yeah. Then I got a cease and desist order
Flocka
because there's somebody. Yeah, there was somebody actually going by that name, Low Key. So I got a cease and desist order when I was like 17, 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then
using this
it was
name.
stupid, man. Like, how the fuck do you even know who I am?
That means you're relevant. That
Yeah.
means
I
you
was not
making some
relevant
noise.
though. Like, I have no idea how they knew who I was, but I ended up making it L.O.Key, and that was my way of circumventing it. And then when I did my rebrand about 5 years ago, just started going by my government.
Sounds to me like low key wasn't really being low key.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so witty.
That's one of my LD jokes.
It isn't.
Yeah. LD would like that one.
Leave it
Low
to
key.
LD.
that was
LD.
kinda-
Well, Low Key was the name that I had when I came out here. That's the one that, like, most people that knew me from that time knew me as Low Key. So
I'm starting
You can
calling
say
you
low key
Shice
with
the
everything.
Armor.
you can if
I
you
like
want
James
to. I'm
the
gonna answer to it.
That's a stupid ass
James
name.
Flames was a dope ass rap name.
I love
That
it.
was
that.
cool.
Superhero kind.
That's cool.
So my rap name came. So Shy is my nickname since I was like 2 months old. Like, so my middle name is Nazar. In Spanish, it's Nazar. And I've got a cousin who's just 2 years older than I am, and she couldn't say Nazar, and that's what they called me. So it turned into a whole bunch of different things and ended up landing on Shy. So more people know me as Shy than they do anything else. If you went looking for me in the old neighborhood looking for Martin Carrasco, you'd never find him. As a matter of fact, Lil Mel, let me tell you stuff about Lil Mel real quick.
Shout out Lil Mel.
Excuse me?
I said shout out Lil Mel.
Yeah, shout out Lil Mel.
Quit whispering, nigga.
My bad.
So me and Melv used to work at Dunbar together. My first day, I walked into work, And he's like, hey, Sean, what you doing? I was like, coming to work. He's like, oh, okay, I guess they hired 2 people then. I was like, whatever. And we sitting there for a good 15, 20 minutes. He's like, I guess this dude ain't gonna show up. I was like, what was his name? He said, Martin Carraso. I was like, man, that's me. And he was like, man, I didn't know your name was Martin. I was like, man, not many people do. Most people kind of figured it out through social media, right? Even like 2 weeks later, he'd look at me and I was like, what's up? And he's like, man, it's like you lied to me, bro. Like I didn't even know your name, right? So, but my first rap name was actually Nas.
Nas?
Yeah. My middle name is Nazar. So I went by Nasty Nas, and then I heard about this cat from New York calling himself Nas, so I just had to leave it alone.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, well, shit, what do I call myself? Well, I'll just call myself what everybody calls me already anyhow.
The tax man.
That tracks.
Shy.
Yeah.
And then the tax man thing came some years later.
Yeah. I interrupted before you got to the tax man, so my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
What I want to say is because it's a privilege to have you on the show.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Because it's the 806 Underground. When I think about Shy the Tax Man, the ABC, the VLP, like all of that stuff, like y'all was always like older than me.
Right.
So when I was trying to rap, I was hearing about y'all. So I was like, man, now everything's come back full circle, and I get to interview y'all and hear y'all stories. So that shit's fucking dope to me.
And I got a whole bunch of stories, man. But yeah, man, thank you for having me once again.
Sir, anytime.
Ask any questions
Anytime
you
I
want.
invite you to the show.
For sure, I'll be here.
Boy, fuck you.
With bells on.
So
Growth.
Before we go any further.
He ain't gonna let this pass.
Did y'all watch the fight this weekend?
Oh, yeah, it was kind of bad.
I did not.
You did?
Devontae? Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! Did you catch the highlights?
I did.
He was getting his ass whooped. He was like down on points. Devontae Davis was. Then
Frank Martin fought his fight until the 7th.
yeah, exactly. He lost it about 30 seconds too.
Man, shout out to Tank. Maybe one day he'll watch this shit. Boy, he hit that motherfucker so hard with an uppercut.
Dropped him like a sack of beans.
Man, my man couldn't raise his hands. Like he just froze up and stood there. And then he laid what he called it, the brick hand. Hit him with the brick hand. Night.
What's that record now? 38-0?
30 and 0.
30-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how old is he? Because they were making a comparison between
He like
him
26,
and
27.
Mayweather.
Yeah, he's young.
the other day.
Yeah.
At that
age?
Mayweather had only had 18 or 19 fights or something like that.
But Mayweather didn't have the strength that this cat packs, man. Like it's like he's like a robot. That's the best way that I could describe it. Buddy is sitting here taking these shots the whole first half.
Yeah.
So he learning your strategy, and then artificial intelligence kicks in, and it's like, I know what to do. I know how to respond to this shit.
Right, it was AI.
Yeah.
He said
You say what?
It was AI.
It was AI.
AI. I'm with you.
That boy's a fucking robot.
AI.
yeah.
Man,
Nigga called a
got
nigga a
ship inside
robot.
the nigga's a robot, man. I've seen this movie before.
Alright.
And
Changing,
what else in sports? What else happened in sports?
Celtics, yeah.
Yeah, racist ass team won the NBA Finals, man. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck Boston. Boston. Everything about Boston is racist as fuck.
Yeah,
hate
fuck Boston.
Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston.
Yeah.
You know what? I had a racist.
I ain't gonna
I've
say
been to
that,
Boston,
cuz.
and I had a
Miami, my team.
I had a mild racist experience.
See?
It wasn't necessarily directed towards me, but we had the opportunity to go to Boston a few years back, and we were at some big downtown festival that they have called the St. Anthony's Feast. If you're ever in Boston, I know how you feel now about Boston.
Yeah.
If you're ever there,
Don't go.
check that spot out, man. It's unbelievable. It was amazing. I did kind of feel out of place, right? There wasn't a whole lot of us there, but I went and ordered lemonade. Oh, this kind of ties into a fight too, so I'll give you that information as well. But I went and ordered a lemonade, and the guy's like, "Where's you guys from?" I was like, "Oh man, we're from Texas." He's like, say you might hear a lot of. I'm not gonna attempt the accent anymore, but he was like, "You may run into some problems here." He's like, "But I want you to know that we're not all like that." And I'm like, "Noted, right?" It was some wild ass shit. But it was also the weekend of the Mayweather and what's that Irish dude that I don't like's name? MMA fighter.
Conor
McGregor. There we go.
Yeah.
So it was the weekend leading up to, or the weekend of that fight. And I had read something on Facebook that McGregor had broken an arm or something and that the fight was canceled. Of course, this was false information. But he asked me about the fight. He's like, you watching the fight this weekend? I was like, oh man, I just read the fight's off. McGregor broke his arm.
Yeah.
All week, me and my daughter were like, I just want to hear somebody say, you know, we're saying stuff in their Boston accent, right? I got to hear it. I said, nah, man, I think the fight is off because I read that McGregor broke his arm. Dude turns his head and he says, hey, Joey, fight's off. McGregor broke his arm. And the dude in the back said, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It was one of those typical kind of Guido things, man. It was funny as hell.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was funny to me.
Wait, do you have a Texas accent yet?
No.
Are you sure?
So I think my dialect is somewhere in between at this point, because when I talk to my people on the phone back home, they country ass nigga, yada yada yada.
So you got a Texas accent.
Well, but y'all don't necessarily hear it because I talk to people.
Yeah.
Well,
y'all
y'all is not necessarily a Texas thing.
Yeah, it is.
Contrary to
He know it is.
Contrary to y'all's belief,
Y'all.
it's a Southern thing. Like across the South, they say y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to use guys like.
Use guys.
That shit's
Yeah.
stupid.
Hey, you all. Like,
You all piss me
that's
off.
too much. Yeah. That's
Y'all niggas.
but
That's the worst.
but no, the drawl and all that, I don't quite have that. Like, talking to people from Texas, they can hear that I'm not from Texas. But talking to people from Cleveland, it's like, nigga, you've been down there for quite a while, sir. So,
You do.
yeah. Listen, I got guns. I wear
Texan.
Timberland boots. That's because you gonna give me the boots, and
Or-
I had a truck. That's as Texas as we getting.
You texting. How long you been here now?
Shit. 20 years?
Forever.
That long?
20, 21 years.
So I have a question for you. You from Ohio, right?
Yes, sir. Cleveland, Ohio.
Tell me about the Polish boy.
Oh man.
Oh, this nigga got wet.
Yeah, I sure did, boy.
Hey, talk
Boy,
your
listen.
shit, Shot around the armor.
Hold on. So the Polish boy, right? So you got this kielbasa. All right. So they grill it, or you can fry it, whatever. And then
Or just kill Boston, man.
It's a
sausage.
Okay.
It's a sausage.
Never heard of that.
Oh, it's
So yeah,
They got like Big Earl. What is his name?
bro,
Earl Campbell.
Earl
y'all
Campbell.
gonna have to come over. Yeah.
Come home, nigga.
I said y'all gonna have to come over and get a.
Nigga, you been inviting us to eat at your house for 3 years now.
You motherfuckers never come.
He already know. He right now.
Thank you.
And I done been to his house before. They never let me.
Shut
in
the fuck up, nigga. We talking about the Polish boys.
My bad, armor.
So you put coleslaw, fries, and the barbecue sauce. on
Coleslaw is already a violation.
no.
I've never tried coleslaw, but
See,
I
that's
just,
the thing. You need to try
it.
it.
I'm about to say, how you gonna say it's a violation? You ain't had it.
yeah, I just
Coleslaw's nasty.
I used to not like coleslaw.
I
It's
still
one of
don't.
my favorite things now.
So they
See?
fry the coleslaw.
No, nigga, you
Fry the sausage.
fry either you fry it or you grill it. It depends on where. So they got a spot called B&M that I go to every time. Hold on, y'all got J&M here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got B&M, and
Copycats.
it's a wing spot. It's been around longer than y'all bullshit. It's a wing spot,
murderers.
and every time I go home, I hit this wing spot. Like my mom moved into this sedity ass area, and they ended up putting one over there. I'm like, oh shit. So I go home. I hit this wing spot every time. I get a Polish boy and the 5-piece wings with the fries and the coleslaw. And then before I leave, I get a shoulder sandwich.
A what?
Shoulder sandwich.
Okay, now, see, I've heard about the Polish boy.
Sound like a lot of
Now you gotta
calories.
tell me about the shoulder sandwich.
So it's pork shoulder. It's pork shoulder. They call it well, and they use it for the Polish girl too. But it's pork shoulder and coleslaw and barbecue sauce.
So pulled pork.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay. Pulled pork.
Yeah.
You scared me.
Listen, man. Listen.
We're just gonna take a brief intermission right now. Was it B&M Barbecue?
Yeah.
B&M Barbecue in Cleveland, Ohio. Polish boy.
Yeah,
That's what it's called. If I go in there, that's what it's called, a Polish boy.
Hell yeah.
How much does it usually run?
I don't know. I don't even ask the price.
Okay, you can go back to talking now.
I don't even ask the price, man.
I'm done.
Uh,
What was that shit you was talking about?
Stalled,
Was
man.
a cheese sandwich?
chopped cheese sandwich.
Chopped cheese sandwich.
You get those in New York. You get the chopped cheese in New York.
And the Philly cheese in Philly.
Yeah, Philly cheese in Philly.
I love
and
Philly
government
cheese.
cheese in Texas.
We
Favorite.
we are known for the corned beef. The corned beef sandwich at Slideman's. Karen actually went to Cleveland a couple weeks ago, or 3-4 weeks ago,
Are
and
we telling people that?
but nigga, she back. The fuck?
Edit this out. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nigga, on your release schedule, this shit'll come out on Christmas.
So why growth. I had this bitch out tomorrow.
You skipping
I
episodes.
was put this shit out tomorrow.
But Slideman's has this huge, it's like a $17 corned beef sandwich. But that shit is like a pound of fucking meat. Like, it's ridiculous. They had it on one of them TV shows that come on about eating fat shit all over the country. I can't.
Favorite shows.
Yeah,
Please don't ask me which one because they're all my favorite.
Man,
I
Them
love them
sandwiches
shows.
looking delicious.
I love them shows.
it might have been Man versus Food.
Yeah.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yep.
All them shit.
That's that travel
My
channel
favorite
shit.
thing to eat. Yeah.
We got cable,
Yeah.
nigga.
If I didn't have
anytime I'm
diabetes,
in a
I'd
city that I'm like,
do
oh
that.
shit, I remember about this restaurant. I go and make my way. One year, went to Disneyland. There was this one place in Santa Monica called Cha Cha Chicken. I swear I walked 2 miles to that joint from the beach, from the boardwalk.
See, so I do that too, but I do it with TikTok now.
Oh, okay.
So we went to Vegas. Me and my wife took our first trip without the kids. Like, it was for our anniversary. We had, nigga, I'm trying to tell you, we was in Vegas for a week. Everybody say, what the hell you gonna do in Vegas for a week? Everything, right? So we only rented a car one day. The rest of the time we rode the bus and we walked. And they had this little food truck spot that was on TikTok, and it was like well known. What's the dude name? Keith Lee. Keith Lee had went there. And we went and hit that spot, and my God, it was as good as advertised.
Was it?
Yeah, man.
Delicious,
Yeah, listen, fuck the gym. All right, I worked out the first 2 days that we were there, and then we started eating. I'll work out when I
Fuck
get
that
back to
gym.
Lubbock.
See,
Yeah,
we went to Nacho Daddy when we was down there.
to Nacho Daddy.
Yeah, Nacho.
See, I didn't hit that. I didn't hit Nacho Daddy.
It's just nachos, but it's had some good shit on it though.
We hit Houston. What is it? Houston hot chicken or some shit like that.
Where?
So they have it here in Texas, of course, but we hit it when we were in
Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah.
We had Jack in the Box.
You know what? I couldn't remember what we had
need
in
to go to Vegas.
Vegas to eat.
Quit playing.
Man,
Remember?
listen, I
Where'd you take
remember
me?
we hit a pizza spot
Got you.
and it had the biggest fucking cheese stick.
I'm lying. I think
Vegas?
I think we had Zaxby's in Vegas.
Zaxby's.
Yeah, chicken and waffles.
You know, I've never had chicken and waffles. I'm 41 years old.
Hey, so I'm gonna tell y'all something. While y'all out here being fat. Come on, man. Like,
feel
I got diabetes, so I can't even really sit here and add to this conversation because, I go and eat like something that Nacho Daddy's like, nigga, that is like a day in the hospital, like at least.
But is it worth it?
If you making it sound like it is, or I'm telling you, my feet tingling. It's like,
So my
y'all
man
really
got
want some-
one kidney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly, so.
Yeah, he got one
So
kidney.
whenever y'all talk about food,
Where?
Oh, so you
y'all
gotta be.
look, yeah.
It's one of those kind of strict diet.
Yeah, I gotta be on my
supposed to
stuff
be.
over here.
It's supposed to be.
Some nachos and
Yeah, nigga, you don't take care of yourself. Quit lying on this camera,
stuff you
nigga.
kick. But anyway, like I said,
Kick me in front of my family.
yeah,
Go ahead.
basically. Like you said, like you and Andre, like kind of met, like on like
Shit, we met on
the activist, like
we
type
met on Facebook.
Yeah, we met on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then ran into each other a whole bunch of different places. Oops.
Yeah, so tell me about like the activist part, because Andre said like you were like an avid like person, like you out there in the streets, you out there like,
Well,
protesting for Juneteenth.
for
We didn't get paid today.
for any and
Double
everything
pay.
that
My bad.
is
Say that.
a cause that is close to my heart, or close to me and my family. And my family is very diverse, and anything that has to do with any of them, I fight for.
Yeah.
So we're talking about equality and freedoms, and yes, Juneteenth, and anti-police brutality shit, you know,
Yes, sir.
gay rights, stuff like that. I'm out there.
Yeah.
It's all about raising awareness, man. You know, there's a lot of ignorant people out there, and they may not understand it the way people who are affected by it understand it.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you just got to kind of put it in their face.
And yeah, we put it in their face. Like fucking harass their ass with it at a certain point.
And I will speak up, because that's just kind of who I am. You know, if I see somebody saying something wrong or something that affects somebody who I love, I feel it's my place to step up and say something.
Yeah. That's
So,
fight for freedom.
for sure.
Freedom comes at a cost, though.
It does.
Yeah.
You done with your
It does.
questions, Barbara Walters?
No, he's got more. You got more questions, right?
I mean, I really
Speak your mind, bro.
I want you to talk your shit.
Speak your mind. Listen, we don't have it. This motherfucker don't really talk. He'll like interject some random bullshit. Yeah, he interject like a little crazy shit just out of nowhere, and it's like, you scared of lesbians? So it's like to hear him asking questions and shit is dope as fuck. Twan,
Pop your shit, Barbara.
pop your shit, Twan.
We were talking about growth earlier.
Oh, I'm all for growth.
I'm glad you finally talking on our show. Ask the man some more.
Oh, you just over stalled over because you didn't want to say nothing over.
No, I'm gonna ask him a million questions.
No,
I know
he
who
won't
he
say
is.
no, but he know that I'm the more interesting.
There we go. Saying that.
Okay, so like,
pop
do
your
you
shit.
know, like political lines, or you just like,
No, because as far as
because the way Andre, he was out there like, oh yeah, I'm going out here to the courthouse today, and we're finna break some windows. Like, Andre, whenever he get out there, he out there.
None of that is true.
no, I'm not. I won't break any windows, but I'll use my voice. But no, because I consider myself to be more moderate. I don't identify with any particular party. There are certain politicians that I do not like and do not like a lot, and they will remain nameless at this time.
Juncture.
Right.
Yeah.
But
On this podcast,
there are some things on the right that I agree with, and some things on the left that I agree with. So I don't think that either party is perfect, of course.
No.
So no, politics, I'm not necessarily very into politics, but if whatever platform they're on and whatever stance they've got, if it's got something to do with me, then, I'll either roll with it or fight against it, or at least speak my mind against it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to politics, I this is just my opinion.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah. I think I'm an independent. I'm completely independent. Right. I don't attribute myself to any fucking political party, because to me they both trash, and any uprising party won't be able to get its foot in the door, because these two parties have they way with shit, right? Yeah, they really got their talents inside the system.
Too much power.
So I say any minority, because politics is, I hate to say it, man, politics is a white man's game, literally a white man's game. Any minority, whether it be black, Hispanic, Asian, woman, so on and so forth, to me, I would think they would be independent. That way you could equally hold both parties' feet to the fire. Yeah. You can make sure that, like you said, it's some shit on the right I agree with, it's some shit on the left I agree with. Whichever one of you bastards get in here, I'm gonna address you. I don't care who it is. I'll say names. Trump is crazy.
Damn, that went our sponsorship.
Hold on. Because Biden is a touch slow. So we got these two motherfuckers. Like, this is the rematch that nobody fucking asked for. I can't wait till June 27th, because every time that there's a debate, I always get on Facebook and I go through and I'm talking about the debates as they occur, so I'm giving a live response as they occur, and I'm just ready for this to happen so that I could watch these two motherfuckers glitch.
It's gonna be a dumpster fire.
It is. You say starting shit.
You know what we need to do?
That's your clip that you need to put out.
No, we need to get a Trump supporter and let you debate on here live.
Bring
Let
their
me
ass.
host that motherfucker.
Nigga, you can get a Trump supporter and a Biden supporter. Bring them both on at the same time.
Ooh, and you
Versus
sit
the
here and I sit there and then we go in the middle.
I'm sitting in my seat.
Cuz gonna
This is
turn on
my
you.
seat.
I ain't gonna
That'd be pretty fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I'm gonna pop my shit. Like that's the thing. Like I'm not one of them people that's gonna get into and Martin's the same way. Like I've seen this shit occur. I'm not about to get into the name calling and all that stuff. I'm about to hit you with facts.
Yeah.
I'm about to hit you with numbers. Like there's research for everything. So I'm gonna give you what you're looking for, but it may not be what you want at the end of the day.
Well, if any bigots is watching our show,
Damn, they gotta be bigots.
by the time we get into September, when this episode will air, so, you get to go head up with Andre. I'll put my money on Andre.
Now I've got a question.
Talking.
Do you believe that all Trump supporters are bigots?
No.
No.
Some of them just lost
Why they gotta be lost?
because they don't know what the hell's going on.
You know what? Let's not.
No. This is interesting, nah? Because we've never had anybody that kind of got him to talk politics. He thinks anything historical, geopolitical, anything like that, he thinks is boring. So for him to open up and start
I'm not
talking
opening
politics,
up. I'm not opening up
that was opening up. The fact that you feel that they lost. Why do you feel that they lost?
because they don't know what's going on
They don't know what's going on with what?
with Trump. They just see a white man with power, and they're going for him.
Are they?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very narrow view.
I mean, you gotta look at like what's the shit that happened at the Capitol?
January 6th.
The crazy white people that just do whatever he say. Them is the lost ones I'm talking about.
You know, there's a couple brothers in there too, right?
That's why I was just about
Them
to
niggas
say.
was lost too. Them niggas was lost.
So
But
how
like
do you-
I say, I don't dive into politics.
Nah, fuck that. How you feel about you asked that woman last episode if she watched lesbian porn, nigga. You about to unload right now. How you feel about folks that vote for Biden then?
I love lesbian porn. Oh, people that vote for Biden because they don't want Trump in office.
So nobody
We don't have any good choices. Put it like that.
That I agree with.
That I agree with as well.
It's either
I've been
crazy
saying
white man or old white man.
Yeah.
Let's take a swing at the old white man.
Joe Biden.
we did take a swing at the old white man.
Which one?
Biden.
We had
an
Biden.
opposite.
Them niggas going head up again?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I see this shit again.
one, I'll never divulge who I vote for. That's one thing.
Why?
I'm old school that way because religion and politics are two ways for shit to go south. So I never divulge who I vote for, but I do like to pry into people's brains. So we tried the old white man, and how did that fare over the past 4 years?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to jump in just real
Go
quick.
ahead.
I'll give you an opportunity to kind of think about your answer. As far as me goes, as far as my view on that there goes is, we tried the crazy white man first.
Yeah.
And we tried the old white man next. And shit largely stayed the same
Yeah.
with some very minor changes. I think that people's perception of other people based on the words of a certain politician, the crazy one, I think that that's dangerous for not just us as black men, but any minority in the United States.
Yeah.
Right? Do I agree with all of Biden's policies? Absolutely not. But I think, as you said just a few minutes ago, it's kind of the lesser of two evils kind of situation, right?
Yeah.
Me, I'm like Andre. I'm not going to tell you who I vote for, but I will say that I won't vote for the crazy man. That I will say for sure.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd rather have Charleston White as the president.
Hell no.
Say, man.
I mean, he can't be no worse than the other ones.
So
I like
Charleston
Donald Trump, so,
Charleston White is a we gonna come back to that because Charleston White is a very, very conservative. Like if you break down the stuff that he says, Charleston White is
definitely.
very, very conservative.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, having Charleston White in play won't be much different than having Trump in office.
Yeah, but at least it'd be black.
Extremist.
So you would rather have a black psychopath?
Why not? We done had a white one.
So why can't we just have no psychopath?
It ain't that great. Like, wouldn't that be great if we had them
Nobody
kind of
got that
options?
though.
I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to. You're looking forward to the debate. I'm looking forward to, if I could, kind of fast forward to the next 4 years of presidential politics.
Yeah.
because it's kind of bad either way. It's bad either way we go.
Yeah, and I think that's the point that I'm at, to where we arguing over trash versus trash at the end of the day. And my dad would kill me for even saying that, because my dad is, hardcore left, and any type of giving Trump anything is far-fetched. I'll say it on camera. I don't fuck with neither one of them. That's what's gonna make the debate so good for me, is that I can really take a very neutral stance, and shit on the both of them.
Right.
Unc did give us some money.
Who?
Trump.
Who the fuck is Unc?
God.
Sorry, when he gave us that stimulus check, he was Unc.
He was stimulating us every 3 months.
We got the check, it was all right.
Exactly. Joe Biden ain't done shit. Like, where's our money? Like, lower these prices over. Like, what's going on?
So you niggas can be bought.
No, we not.
You niggas can be bought. Break out the chains and whips.
Instead of giving it to them foreigners over here, like,
At the same
let me
time,
give back some money to our people.
Why not be bought? Why not?
Because my integrity don't come with a price.
But we don't have any integrity. We got 2 ignorant motherfuckers in office. Somebody need to pay
Somebody gonna
me.
give us money.
Listen,
Yeah.
so-
Pay me for y'all being dumb.
So when we got all that money, right? I was an essential worker, so work never stopped for me. We got all that money,
Right.
and nigga, don't you know I had to pay for the first time? I had to pay taxes for
You
the
have to work
first time.
72 hours a day, man.
Yeah,
We was at work all the time, so I understand. We went to another tax bracket during that time period, but
but it was including this additional money that we received. So nothing comes free.
yeah,
That money wasn't free. That shit came at a cost.
It was a good a good little loan.
exactly.
I don't want no loan from
need
these
your $1,200
motherfuckers,
at
man.
the
We didn't
time.
see, but we didn't ask for it.
I mean,
But we
big
need
wheel.
reparations. Can we talk about that?
That's an
We can
entirely
talk about
different.
reparations.
Oh, that's an entirely
Yeah,
different.
Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Can we get reparations though?
I needed that. for a coat.
So who determines who gets reparations then?
I don't know. You the smart nigga.
Everybody else
Tell
got
me.
paid though, except black people.
We done blended so many. So Shaw, you're what? You're,
Half black, half Mexican.
so does he only get 50%?
Nah, he in here with our black people. Give him 100%. And give him a Polish boy too.
So a step further, where does this money come from?
The $3. I don't know. Shit. The $3 million
Pray out some
deficit.
more.
Huh?
Pray out some more.
The fucking rainforest.
I'm just saying, like, where does this money? Because we print money, but we don't just print money. Even the bullshit that we keep giving to Ukraine and fucking what's the other spot? Israel. The bullshit money that we keep giving to Ukraine and Israel, that's coming from somewhere.
Where's it coming from?
The fuck if I know, but eventually we gonna end up having to owe that back. Like, we're gonna have to reimburse ourselves at some point in time, whether it be
Drop it off in the
through
hood.
whether it be through taxes or an increase in eggs or random shit like that, different sanctions. So I want to say they
did increase
sanctioned Russia.
I'm about to say it's a flower you face.
Yes.
I know, man. I felt like Trump's VP, but that nigga had a fly sitting in his head and it was just chilling during the debate, bro.
For a good minute.
He didn't put a lot
So,
of
but the money got to come from somewhere though.
But
That's the
let
thing.
me ask you 2 brothers this question. 3. I want you to answer 2.
There we
Was
go.
Obama a good president or no?
History. Oh, I'll let.
I'll answer with a simple question. I think yes, he was a good president.
Okay. Oh, he got to drink water. Oh shit.
Yeah.
This nigga.
I think Obama did
Swallowed
good for
a
a
lot
certain
of
group
juice.
of a certain group of people. Like, it wasn't necessarily like black people. I think he like kind of really turned out the gay people, like kind of gave them all the rights they want to have. Which, I mean, like we said earlier, we're free thinkers. We can think about who needs to be free and whatever. So
Okay.
I think Obama was the people's president.
Yeah. That's why I would like The Rock to be president. But go ahead.
I think history, long term, because we're still looking at it from a very, very recent view. History, long term, will smile on his legacy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Same way that it did on Kennedy's. They'll smile upon his legacy.
Okay.
Was he a good president? I think he did some good things. I think he did some really good things. I also think that he, for the people that don't like Trump,
did we get stimulated?
Huh?
With Obama?
No.
Okay.
yeah, we did.
Okay.
Obama gave us a stimulus check.
In the first 4 years, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
How much was it?
Good.
It was like $1,200, I think.
Wait, you had to
Great
be
president.
over what? 18 to get it.
I think so. It was
18 or 21,
yeah.
something like that.
It was after the recession. It was to assist with the recession.
Right. It was, and then he also, and I don't want to make it seem like the only reason Obama was a good president. Remember, was that I think it was under Obama's presidency the junk for your car deal.
Cash for clunkers.
There we go.
Yeah.
So I guess I wasn't old enough to get that one.
So that was put in place in order to stimulate the economy as well, right? Trade in your old car, get some money, buy another car.
Okay. All right. Politics is fun.
Now it really is. It's like piecing together a puzzle. But I want to go back to something that Twan brought up.
About gay people.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, because that's something that I hear a lot. I hear it a lot specifically from black people, right? That Obama didn't do anything for black folks. That he did more for the gay people. I don't think he did more for the gay people. I think he did things for the black people that impacted everybody. But he did things for the gay people, and it appeared louder because it was so far to the left of everything that he initially promised. Because he was against gay marriage when he came in office. That motherfucker was
get married here.
I'm about to say his first term, I think he was just trying to get in office, and his second term, he was like, I'm here. It was fucking Charlie Murphy's E Hollywood Stories, fuck your couch type shit with that the second term. But think about the stuff that was occurring when he got in office, right? So there was something that was put in place regarding there was the destabilization of the
Open your eyes, nigga.
the demilitarization of the police. There we go. So that all started with him. You don't see motherfuckers walking around here looking like the military no more.
Yeah.
That all started with him.
Scary as hell.
Exactly. Who was that mostly impacting?
Yeah, niggas in the hood.
Exactly. So you start removing that. The Lilly Ledbetter Act, dealing with housing and stuff like that. Who typically cannot get inside of housing? Lilly Ledbetter. That look up that act. It has to do with housing. Who was having initial issues with housing? Minorities. Correct. So things like this were being put in place, and it was almost like they were covert. Like, I'm gonna do this for these niggas, but it's gotta affect everybody.
Yeah.
But the stuff that affected the gays just affected the gays. So that's where most people say, he did more for the gays than he did for everybody. Like, nah, that you're right when you say that he's the people's president. Like, he had to, and he said that when he went in office, I can't be the president for black people. I have to be the president for all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I really think he tried to hit that, but I also think that he is responsible for the advent of Trumponomics. So,
because that was kind of the backlash, right? All those who were not real happy about having a black man in office, really ramped up their disdain for blacks and the left. So now they're gung ho, and that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah. Trump is going to throw out the dog whistles to attract these certain people. And it's like, he talking my motherfucking language.
He's saying what I want to say.
Yeah, he's saying all the things that I can't say. So he was speaking for the loud minority, or the silent minority, silent majority as he called it. But it's really just a loud minority. This is motherfuckers. When this nigga is saying, when y'all put him in a car, rough him up a little bit, just hit the head on the door. That's complete opposite to Obama said, like, hey, y'all need to respect the fucking citizens. Yeah. When the dude got it was a guy that got, and this is when I realized because it pissed me off kind of, but this is when I realized that he was the people's president. It was a professor, I want to say a Harvard professor or something like that, that got accosted by the police. They was fucking with him, and he's just trying to get into his house.
I remember that.
Yeah. And Obama spoke up initially, and then he turned around and said, let's sit down with the both of them and have a beer. Black folks was pissed. Yeah. Niggas was mad. Why are we having a beer with the police? Because the police is in our fucking communities, bro. And we have to learn to coexist. Yeah. But see, niggas live in this fucking box that they cannot see past. They can't see past. Well, niggas in general. Niggas in general reside in this box. Of course, you have black folks that don't.
Of course,
But these niggas is about to, you know, they gonna turn up. They gonna be the stereotype, right? So fuck the police. But if the police kick in, like if somebody come kick in your motherfucking door, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters?
Right.
Like I done had white motherfuckers tell me, call a crackhead. Bitch, you want me because I criticize the police? Too. I gotta call a crackhead?
Yeah.
Are you out your rabbit ass mind? I'm not calling. No, motherfucker. I'm able. The police are not a beyond reproach. You know, I'm gonna talk my shit to them, but at the same time, there is a need. I don't call police.
Yeah.
I don't call police. Nigga, we have enough guns in my house that I turn this bitch into a miniature war zone. Yeah. I don't call police except for documentation purposes. Mm-hmm. That's it. But I stand on that. I live that every fucking day.
People on the stairs,
literally. Yeah. But not everybody functions that way. Boy, you done send me on a goddamn me tangent.
Yeah.
It's a good one though.
It's a good one. Like you popping your shit again.
Yeah. But you know what? Like in the 90s, I mean in the 80s and 90s, like when we grew up, like you knew how to operate around like police. Like you never really feared for like, and even to this day, like I know black people. And like you said, you know how you said niggas like pop their shit. Or I mean, like some people know how to operate. I mean, some niggas don't know how to act.
But why we gotta know how to operate around police?
But just think about this here. Like we see them on TV. Like all the videos they showed us in the 60s and 70s. Like they spraying niggas down with water hoses. Like we know how to. You know how to behave around a police officer. Like as soon as you see one, like you know how to maneuver.
But what you saying is that we historically had PTSD. That's what you said, was that we were so impacted by something that we had to completely change the way that we function and operate.
Yeah, it's like Pac-Man.
Well, like we have to change who we are.
Exactly.
You avoid them at all costs.
It's like,
but that it shouldn't be the case.
Kind of like code switching, right? Right. And I don't feel that we as men, and I don't give a damn what color you are, I don't feel that we need to. And I'm still impacted by this for some fucked up reason. As you know, as a 50-year-old man, I see a cop, I'm like, oh shit, am I making sure I got my seatbelt on and whatnot? Yeah. I don't think that we need to operate in that way. Whether you want to call it PTSD or learned behavior or whatever you want to call it, I don't think that we have to act that way or fix ourselves in order to interact with police officers. I think that there's a certain amount of respect that needs to go both ways. And when you talk about the videos that we've seen in the 60s, 70s, and now the cell phone videos of all the wrongs that these police officers have committed, what about when there weren't cameras, right? Yeah. So now we're really kind of seeing an impact because everybody's got a damn camera in their pocket, right? So when some bullshit pops off, you got footage. And that has continued to make us fear the police. And what I like is here recently I've been watching a lot of videos where people are reading up on their rights and they understand what police can do, can't do. Because that, again, going back to what you said, you know, we got to kind of straighten up and learn how to interact with in the presence of police officers. How do we know that they're being fair and just to us if we don't know what they are limited, what their limits are, what they can and cannot do? If we educate ourselves, if we know what our rights are, again, a bunch of these videos are like, you know, I don't have to identify myself. I don't have to. There are certain things I don't have to do. And just because you have that badge on doesn't mean that I have to, right? Just because that's perceived power or perceived, dang, there was a word I was looking for and I lost it. But, you know, we see a badge and we automatically see these people as other than human beings. They have some type of authority over us. And it's not cool, you know, and we shouldn't have to feel that way against or in the presence of police officers, right?
Right. And another thing is, I think they should make them go through longer training.
I think so too.
Well, and shout out to Audit the Audit. That's one of the ones that you.
Yes.
Audit the Audit is incredible. They have auditors that go and they essentially fuck with the police in the most legal ways known to man.
Right.
Like the people on TikTok.
I guess. I don't know. Daniel is saying better.
Yeah.
Lackluster. Yeah. Lackluster is incredible. Yeah. See, that's the shit I watch, man. Shout out to Lackluster. Shout out to Audit to
might check
Audit.
it out.
I mean, yeah, no, you don't have to, like you said, code switch. That was the perfect way of putting it. You know, you don't have to be conditioned to function this type of way. What is the police's motto in every city in America?
To protect and serve.
Right.
To protect and serve. Who are they serving?
The public.
The citizens.
The people.
Yes.
Exactly. When has the fucking servant been able to dictate how this shit goes?
Yeah.
It doesn't function that way. You are a civil servant, sir. You will not. The encounters that I've had with police at this point now, they're super cool because I hand them two things. I hand them my driver's license, and I hand them my concealed carry.
Yep.
As soon as they see that LTC, they expedite it. They get me the fuck up out of here. It never fails. Every single time. Whereas before I was getting tickets left and right. Like, why are y'all fucking with me? But now I got the great equalizer. Motherfucker straight up told me, you don't touch yours, I won't touch mine. My response is vice versa.
I've even been asked before, are there any weapons in your vehicle?
Showdown.
And I just ask, am I required to answer this question? No, you don't have to answer the question. Okay, then I choose not to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I'm conditioned. My response is like completely opposite of what y'all doing.
I was conditioned for a long time.
I was too.
Still fucked up.
It's crazy.
Like I said, police and look at her.
Again, there's certain times when I'm like, oh shit, let me put my seatbelt on.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I got pulled over a few weeks ago, and he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? I was like, I'm just waiting for you to tell me. Yeah. You were speeding. Was I? Yeah, I was, but you know, I wasn't gonna give it to him, right? I mean, if you're trying to say that you pulled me over for a seatbelt or not signaling my turn and using that as an opportunity for you to, you know, want to ask if you can search my vehicle, no,
Nope.
you
They call
know.
it preemptive stops.
They already know what they finna do.
But what he did was he was like, I'll be right back. And within 3 minutes, I had a ticket and I was on my way.
Oh yeah. I had one pull me over. I think they pulled me over for some. I was young and stupid, man. It had to be my tags or something like that. And my youngest, he's 14 now, but he was like 8 or 7. And he immediately starts crying when we get pulled over. So now I'm tense because I'm the type of person, if you anxious, I'm anxious. But if you cool, I'm cool. Like, don't be anxious because we don't want Andre anxious or do stupid shit. So now my nerves is racked because my son is back here crying. And my wife is trying to calm him down. The cop come, you know, do the regular bullshit. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, but my son is upset now. What's up? So I pulled you over for this, that, and the third. All right, that's cool. So he go back, room and shit, come back, give me the ticket. Hey, can you do something to make him feel better? Because you upset him for some petty shit, and I'm right up the street from the house.
Yeah.
Motherfucker went to the car, came back. Here you go. Here's some stickers and shit. There you go. Community policing.
There we go.
I'm going to force community policing on you fuckers.
Yeah.
You know, because you see this little nigga back here crying. I got to go deal with him for this goofy shit, in which I was partially in the wrong. You know, my tags was out. But fuck him. All right? Fuck 12.
Yeah.
Who? My daddy say, you make expensive lessons.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I'm like, yeah, that, you know, but I got to learn. I'm going to learn.
Fucking tags.
You know,
Yeah.
my philosophy is don't give them an opportunity or a reason to fuck with you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure that you got insurance. Make sure your stickers, your tags, all that shit is the way it's supposed to be. You know, pay your shit. Don't speed. And as a juvenile probation officer, when I worked as a probation officer, I used to tell these kids all the time, you're giving these police officers a reason to fuck with you by smoking weed while you're driving around in a car. Why are you smoking weed in a car? Why don't you just stay your ass at home and smoke? See, now you in here on a charge of, you know, possession or whatever, and then now, you know, that car wasn't even, you're not even supposed to be driving it, so now you done compounded your issues. Now you got a UUMV, you know? Yeah. When you could have, of course, I'm not encouraging them to break the law. What I'm doing is I'm encouraging them to do, if they're gonna do stupid shit, be smart about doing your stupid shit, right?
Control chaos.
You act. Yeah. I mean, dude, just a little while ago, pulled out that joint, right, out the tube, and you can smell it, man. And these kids think, oh well,
A skunk to spray.
you can't smell it on. One of my kids in my substance group the other day said, oh, I just use some cologne or I'll spray. Man, that shit don't work, man.
Yeah.
You know, so you're giving them a reason to fuck with you. Sit your ass at home if you're gonna smoke weed, and then when you're done, and take a shower and then go move around or whatever.
Go change your clothes or something.
Do something.
Yeah.
Damn juke cologne don't work. I tell you that.
That's from Big Lots.
Nigga, that's from Dickens.
Okay, my bad.
Juke. That's that OG.
Juke. That's how long ago I was smoking.
Yo.
Daniel, where we at on time, man?
Like, glad.
We up there.
Yeah, we
up there. Yeah, I'm letting you handle it, baby. Chill.
I think we about at our limit. Huh?
I got all night.
Well, no, I was looking at the.
We at it. We passed the hour.
Yeah, we at the hour. Yeah.
Okay, well, this has been a very interesting episode of Don't Come Here With That Bullshit.
It's been a deep
podcast.
episode.
Do not come in here with that bullshit.
Come here with that bullshit.
You know what? I hope y'all learned something very interesting today.
Yeah.
I know I did.
Maybe we need to get a cop on this motherfucker, man.
What you learn?
So I can look him dead in the eye and tell him, fuck 12. Like, no, so we could.
Yeah, I never say that. Man.
So we can sit here and like really hash some shit out, because I would really love to hear a police officer's stance on some of this bullshit as well.
I know a few.
I don't know what kind of cop he used to fuck with, but like, look at her.
On season 2?
Getting a cop in here?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Boy, I'm feeling a whole lot of deja vu, full circle shit going on.
I know a few personally that might be
We
interested.
need to get some of them ones
Bring
that
them
like to
on,
beat
man.
on people. So
Taking out.
Okay, cool. So we got some people that usually we need some that beat on people.
yeah, we need to find one.
And yeah,
of them
go
bad
on, bring them motherfuckers in too.
A bad
I love that
cops. You
conversation.
want to get on the show?
A bad cop.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a bad cop.
Yeah.
He's beat. So anyway, like I was saying, man, Shy, it's been a pleasure having you on
Thank
the
you.
show.
Thank you.
Your
Thank you,
greatness,
Mr. Williams.
Your legacy.
Thank you,
will
brother. I
live
appreciate
on.
you.
We need to get a part 2.
Appreciate it.
Like I said, it was.
Hold on, real quick before we go. Top 5.
Oh,
Top 5 what?
Rappers.
He know what I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about.
so my top 5 is not going to be everybody's typical top 5. At the top spot, Ice Cube for me.
Okay.
Top 2 spot would be Scarface.
Yeah, that's a good.
Top 3 would be I'll go with Rakim.
Ooh.
You know he coming out with a new one?
Yes, I heard about it.
Man.
Somebody was saying that it sucked though, and I'm looking forward to listening to it though.
That nigga still rapping?
He need money.
Yeah, he's still rapping. 4. Man, that's a good one.
This list kind of shaky, man.
My list is shaky.
Oh, I ain't heard no Biggie, Pac, no.
Well, because listen, there's a reason why I won't put Biggie and Pac in my top 5, because everybody puts Biggie and Pac in their top 5, and if I said what I really felt, people would be pissed off at me, right? I, for so long, was a Tupac fan. When that whole East Coast, West Coast shit was going on, I listened to no East Coast shit because I felt some attachment, some loyalty to Tupac and the West Coast.
Same.
I honestly think that Ready to Die and Life After Death are 2 of the best hip-hop albums ever.
Yeah.
Now, that's not taking anything away from All Eyes on Me or Me Against the World, which is another one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
But I don't put those 2 on my top 5 purposely, because on any given day, you know, they're just kind of here. It could be Pac over Biggie or Biggie over Pac. Let me round out the last 2. I've already given Scarface is a Texas rapper.
For real. Go ahead and put For Real on there.
For real?
As a rapper?
Nah, I'm just playing. I just threw about that.
Man, I really like Texas rappers. And so many people say
with
that
K-Lo.
Texas rappers
How you doing?
are not lyrical or not whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give you 2, actually 3 of my favorite Texas that will round out my top 5.
Come Chameleon there.
No, sir. Big Pokey.
Okay. I'm ready for this list.
Big Pokey. Little O.
Oh yeah.
Fat rat with the cheese.
The Fat Rat with the cheese. And Slim Thug.
Okay, I agree with
I knew Slim was coming, but why not Cam?
Cam is good, man, but you know, Cam kind of, in some instances, it's not natural. It's forced. The kind of flow that I enjoy listening to. It sounds a little overcomplicated and a little forced. Yeah. Okay. That's not saying I don't like him.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys.
Oh shit! I
I
forgot Lil Kiki. Yeah, Lil Kiki's up there for me too.
Doug Key.
You named a whole lot of Texas rappers without including Bun.
Oh yeah, you know, and I'm a big fan of Bun.
That snitch.
That right there, just that slipped my mind. That slipped my mind. Yeah.
We gonna talk about that in the next episode. That man did not snitch. He did what the fuck he was supposed to do.
I know. That's what I read
So you're talking about that? Okay. Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. You break in my house, I'm gonna leave your brains on your lap, and then I'm telling.
Yeah. There you go.
No,
I agree with him.
Well, from what I got from the interview is the fear that he had for his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
That's his baby.
You know, so yeah.
I don't care. Listen, the moment I love Texas law when it comes to that shit. If I don't like Texas law for anything else, the moment that you cross that threshold, you are putting your life in your own hands.
Don't come in this house.
A nigga, don't cross this lawn, because the moment that you do, you are on my property. I'm suggesting that you leave, and the only warning shot that you're getting, and I learned this from working at TDCJ, is the one that missed, motherfucker. You better hike, tuck tail, and go, because it's about to be a long one for you.
That's if one misses.
That's if one misses. Young Dro put it perfectly. If a nigga try to run up in my house, I'm gonna blow his ass back outside.
Yeah.
So why not?
Oh, I like Zero, man, but Zero
Got beat up.
I like Zero, man, but Zero is kind of whiny to me. Like, it's like he's always talking about everybody's
like
against him, right?
South.
Like, you know.
That's it.
Okay. And one more, Flip. Never like Flip.
No, I like him, but I wouldn't put him in my
that's changes.
top 5 or my top 10.
We don't usually have a guest on here that like Texas rappers.
I love Texas
This
rap.
guy, he don't like Texas rappers at all.
That is not completely true.
I love Texas rap.
You gonna lie?
I like Bun. I like Pimp.
That nigga from Port Arthur.
That's
Texas.
Great rapper.
Oh,
Bun and Pimp.
I'm in Houston.
You
Ain't that right? A suburb?
you make me feel smarter every episode.
I mean, that's my
Every
job.
episode.
That's my job, man.
I leave here a little bit
Keep
more
our-
intelligent.
To make our black brothers stronger. That's
Oh, my
what I do
goodness.
for the community.
Timothy, bring us home.
K-Loke in the building. You already know. I don't even know what episode this is, y'all.
I know that's how.
And when this will be out, who the fuck knows, right?
September, you said.
September,
Around my birthday.
October, who knows? Football will be starting when this motherfucker's out.
So we didn't even get to talk football.
Man, listen, we gonna have to have you back on here,
I'm
man.
with it.
Yeah, we just know the Browns ain't going nowhere. So it's Clockavelli, Soda Poppy,
think he
Sweet
means
Clock
Cleveland.
Jones is in the motherfucking building, and I was joined with today one of our other hosts.
Antoine the nurse, aka Black Morris, aka. That's it for me.
And our other host.
Andre Maurice, I love y'all. That's it. It's the same fucking outro. It's been the same goddamn outro for the past 2 fucking seasons.
I like it.
I do the King Troll on the intro. I tell the motherfuckers I love them on the outro, sir.
Oh, and my other name, Mr.
love it.
Steal Your Twinkie.
Mr. Still his name.
Man, Mr. Steal your tagline.
Mr. Stole my line.
Do you got anything you want to tell the people?
Steve
Oh,
Harvey.
man, no.
Where they can find you, where you be at,
So,
who your cousins is, all that stuff.
no, I mean, I will say that probably first and foremost and top of my list, one thing that I feel that we neglect way too much is our mental health.
Yeah.
Us black folks, us black men mainly, neglect our mental health. I'm a counselor, and so if you or anybody else out there needs a counselor of color,
Yeah.
I'm available for consulting. Yeah.
So
And if you've got a nice beard, I also got a real nice beard product.
See, we didn't even get in all that good
That's what I'm saying. We gonna have to come back at some point.
Yeah.
Listen, it was his fault. He like Trump and shit. All right.
what's your money?
Damn, man. But we will bring you back for
sure,
another
for sure.
episode, 'cause
For sure.
I feel like Andre shorted you.
I did.
I don't feel
that
shorted
just
at all.
that just show how vast this man is, man.
I know.
That's what that
What's
is.
vast mean?
Fat. Means fat.
All right, and the last question he usually asks, I guess, but I'm gonna ask tonight. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did. I know that you guys are limited to time, but man, I could have been here for hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want a part 2, I'm with it.
Exactly.
You heard that the man.
No, he got a part
back.
2.
Yeah, we definitely
take it
got
out.
we definitely got to have you back, bro. For
He
sure.
got a part 2.
All right. With the power invested in me, this has been Don't Come Here With That Bullshit podcast. Peace. So, you fired.
You gonna fire the nigga? You gonna fire the nigga?
I gotta fight this.
I'm sick.